So, you're here looking for Graphia's whereabouts on behalf of that Intellitron executive. I think it's unlikely that the mother of Imogenesis will see her. If she wanted to see her, it would already have happened. The IPC has practically turned the world and canvas upside down. You know this, right? Over 140 years ago, they brought in hackers from Punklord and did everything they could to blast open the passage between reality and the world and canvas. I think disturbing her world and canvas like that must have upset the mother of Imogenesis. A friend of Graphia's? Just how long has that person been alive? So that friend wanted you to find Graphia, but they didn't tell you how.
The only thing Evanesia left that could be a token is the mask she painted herself, right?
Normally, I'd suggest you play that little snow puff ball for info. That good luck with your inquiries line definitely had a subtext. But since you're asking for a bright idea, you must have heard that in a certain corner of the universe, there's a mysterious ritual that can summon historical figures to the present day. The Holy Grail War! Oh, right! That was your big adventure in Penacony. Oh, how nice. I hope Plain Arcadia holds one too. Then I don't need to explain the method. First, we need a catalyst. Do you have Graphia's brush or palette? Doesn't look like it. No matter, Miss Kalt has got you covered. We use leyline resonance. This hotel is built on Graphia's former home. It still has a connection to her, like that vibrant golden tree. Wait, you aren't actually falling for this, are you? I was just kidding. Sorry. I was just trying to lift the mood. Oh, honestly, I'm a chronic deadline misser who can barely save her own skin. How am I supposed to help you?
I've heard enough. Break time is over, Miss Nihilux.
Now that you understand your situation, stop wasting time. Start drawing!
I just checked in, and I have to work already? I'm not some fully automated painting Mechatron. You do know that, right?
A Mechatron can run for hundreds of hours straight. You cannot. That's exactly why every second counts. Now right this second, start increasing your value as a quality asset.
Hey, wait! This is kidnapping! Little raccoon, help me!
Nihilux has a point. If that Casper guy is a survivor from the Sindarth Age, maybe he really does know something. Anyway, I'll start by asking around here.
I heard Graphia is still here in this hotel.
All's revealed in divining rooms.
What a way to go! Jasper? Are you there?
Nope. I'm not.
Looks good.
You found me, current nameless. I knew you'd come to ask about Lady Graphia. But if I try too hard to remember things from such a long, long time ago, my soft, squishy head starts to throb, and then I start melting. Drip, drop, drip, drop. So much of my memory feels like it's shrouded in a blizzard, and I can't see anything clearly. I'm sorry, but I don't think I can help you. A snowball fight? The game, the name, it feels so familiar. It feels like I had snowball fights every single day a long time ago. Shaping the snow into balls and flinging them at whatever strange intruders came barging in. Well then, come at me, Nameless. I'm a snowball fight veteran. I won't lose. Well then, come at It's snowing! things from the Cinderth Age are still a bit blurry. But I definitely met Lady Graphia. I had snowball fights with her. She was a great painter who led us in snowball fights. She'd even paint portraits for everyone. Back then, when we wanted to see her, we'd go to her doorstep, light the ground lamps, and shout, "Snowball fight!" Then Lady Graphia would poke her head out of the window upstairs, unfurl the scroll, and whoosh! Slide right down into the snow. Then we'd have snowball fights against the Void Rangers together, under the giant moon. If we won, I got to swallow the Void Rangers whole. They were so crispy and tasty. There was someone else. Just thinking about them makes my blood boil. He was a snowball fight master. I remember one time, 8 of us teamed up to challenge him. But that guy knocked us all down with his snowballs like it was nothing. All from so far away. 6 of my friends were lying on the ground, feeling beat. Losing the game got everyone so down that no one uttered a word. As for me, I think I got hit right in the neck. I saw my own giant body thud onto the ground, and my chin felt ice cold.
8 people? In the Phantasmoon games? Perhaps Snowball Fight is a euphemism for the Cinderth Age Wars? So, in that round of the Phantasmoon games, Graphia must have fought a terrifyingly powerful opponent. It seems only she and Casper survived the fight.
I saw her once. Just once. By then, Ahatopia had already been transported into the canvas. It was so quiet and lonely. I couldn't find my other 6 friends, but I remembered where Lady Graphia lived. So, I went to her front door again, lit the ground lamps, and shouted, "Snowball fight!" It felt like only a second had passed. Just the blink of an eye, yet somehow it also felt like forever. At last, I saw her drift out. She held me and cried, saying, "I'm sorry, and you've done well," over and over. It was just one lost game. We could have just won it back some other time, but that was the last I saw of her. I only shared some memories of a snowball fight. If it helped you, Nameless, then I'm happy. That's about all Casper can remember. If you're still up for fun and games, come find me for another snowball fight sometime.
So, to summarize, Casper likes to light the ground lamps and call for her near Graphia's old home. Now, where can I find those ground lamps? Even next to such a lively hot spring hotel, there's a secluded mountain path like this. These atonement statues all look like small animals. I should find a prominent spot for the ground lamps. These two little lamps don't look reliable at all. Whatever. It's not like I have any other way.
Who dares disturb my 1,000-year slumber? Not only will I refuse to grant you 3 wishes, I shall also lock you in my canvas to suffer in my stead!
Thanks for the invite. I'm not quite dead yet, but I don't feel alive either. I'm testing the deadline. I snuck out. This mountain path is so quiet and secluded. Ooh, what a great spot for a night stroll. Listening to the calming sound of the springs. Who knows? Maybe my inspiration will flow again like these waters. I was hoping to find some inspiration out here. With those 2 goons breathing down my neck, anyone would hit a complete creative block. Look at this old stone statue! Ooh, doesn't it look like Himicat? I just reached the real versus fake Himicat arc in my comic. Let me pay my respects. Maybe Graphia will bless me with enlightenment.
Miss Colt, when did you sneak out?
That was fast!
I let my guard down for just 1 second, and corporate asset, I mean Miss Colt, escaped. Now that's scary.
No way are you running away and taking our jobs with you. Good thing this kind lady spotted where you were headed. Otherwise, you might have slipped away for real.
Let's go. Back to the room to finish your work.
Come on, not again! Little raccoon! Help!
Being an artist sure is grueling. I remember being held in a room and watched by 6 or 7 people, too. I wasn't allowed to leave until I finished painting either. You're asking me? Weren't you the one searching so desperately for me? My name is Murata Graphia, guardian of the world in canvas. It is a pleasure to meet you, nameless of the Astral Express.
You're saying You are Graphia? Huh. She really does look a lot like Himiko.
Child, you were the one who lit the ground lamps, were you not? If memory serves, that was the secret signal my old friends used to call for me. I simply answered the call, yet you doubt my identity. How strange. Let me think. I believe I know why you've come to find me. The arbitrator of the Phantasmoon Games asked you to tell me that our old enemy, the Demon Lord from Beyond, has returned. Am I correct? Since Ahatopia's in canvassing, Evanesia and I agreed to guard reality and the world in canvas separately, never to meet again. But over the past 1,000 years, I often hoped we might reunite in some way. Who would have thought, when word of her finally reached me again, there'd be no warm greetings, but instead only an impending crisis. You must have many questions. My, you certainly have a lot of questions. But before I enlighten you, during the Sindirth Age, that demon lord from beyond once took the form of a friend to infiltrate the Resistance, causing catastrophic casualties. I must confirm your identity, Nameless. Do you carry a token from Evanesia? She painted a supplicant's mask for you. The secrets you seek are many and tangled. Perhaps I should start by telling you a story. 1,000 years ago, the legions of the demons from beyond descended upon Ahatopia, marking the beginning of the Sindirth Age. For the destruction, taking a life is easier than brushing aside a feather. Among the countless victims, a baby girl was saved by a painter from the brink of death. He took her in as his daughter and named her Graphia. To protect his daughter, the painter kept her confined to their home. While the fires of disaster swept across the land, Graphia lived in seclusion. Until one day, a falling star streaked across the dark sky, and a deafening roar shattered the silence of the wasteland. Unable to contain her curiosity, the young girl slipped out of the house to follow the sound. And so she saw it. Beneath the cold Phantasmoon, a tower of infinity stood on the mountain range at the edge of the horizon. This tower had countless windows and rose section by section, slender and tall. More than an actual tower, it looked like a wounded iron dragon that had fallen to the earth. Indeed. That tower, which stood only for a moment, was the crashed Astral Express. And Graphia's family name, Murata, came from the wondrous sight she saw. At the time, the wrecked train was surrounded by countless abominable monsters. Amidst these foul enemies, a few warriors in strange attire fought tirelessly. But they fell, one by one, unable to withstand the endless tide of monsters. It was only much later that Graphia understood that those who fought and died for Ahatopia shared a common name. The Nameless, who walked the path of the Trailblaze. That was the day that Graphia stepped into the mortal world. Her life as the mother of Imogenesis began. In a long, drawn-out war, fought at a severe disadvantage. She was forced to seek the aid of the Phantasmoon Games, attempting to use the mighty power of an Aeonic ritual to lock the terrifying demon lord from beyond within a limited battlefield. This was also the first time in the history of the Phantasmoon Games that the 8 supplicants joined forces to confront a powerful enemy from beyond, the Lord Ravager, Asat Pramad. She lost. Graphia did not win the Phantasmoon Games, nor did she manage to kill Asat Pramad. In the final days of the Sindirth Age, she gathered every ounce of wish power to paint the world into a scroll. Using herself as a nail to steady the canvas, she sealed the Lord Ravager outside. Yes. As long as the scroll still enshrouds reality, he won't be able to lay a finger on the Leviathan's remains buried deep within Ahatopia. The story is over. I have received Evanesia's message. I also have a token I'd like you to give her. Please, let us journey together to the other side.
So, are we leaving right now?
No, there is no need to rush. You have a friend here who is lingering with a heart full of farewells.
You mean... Blade?
Follow this path down to the riverbank of Myriad Wish Grove. You'll find many Wispe gathered there. When you are ready, choose a Wispe. Whisper Graphia's name and your wish to cross over to the other shore. Then release the Wispe into the river. When the time comes, I will bring the ferry to deliver you into the canvas.
Graphia vanished? How elusive. Anyway, I should head to the riverbank of Myriad Wishgrove first.
Nice.
I've heard that in the same forest, giant trees will fight each other for nutrients. How about this? We just feed Shuhu to that tree in the courtyard. It would save us a long trip. Say something.
Didn't know you were a forestry expert.
I'm not joking. I'm serious.
If the Elwood absorbed another emanator of abundance, it would likely bring about an even greater catastrophe. Right now, there is no other option besides the Veracity Husk.
If the abundance grows too strong, the Ambrosial Arbor loses control, and the Arcadia is doomed. If the abundance is too weak, the husk spirals out of control, and the Arcadia is doomed just the same. It's called an Arcadia, but the whole thing is built on a razor's edge. Does that mean the essence of the elation is just dark humor?
You're afraid.
I'm not. I respect your choice. Fine. You're right. I'm afraid. So what? You don't think I know what that Xianzhou person meant? 1 in 10 chance? There is no chance at all. Listen, I just can't stand by and watch one of my kin sacrifice himself.
Kin.
What else? Friend? Colleague? Playmate? The guy who carries my bags when we go shopping?
I suppose all of those fit.
Fit? How? Sometimes I can't tell if you're actually dumb or just playing dumb.
I hear you. Just assume it's the former. Simpler that way. My mind is made up. You should understand. Misplaced emotions will only cause the mission to fail.
You really are just plain dumb. To be honest, I'm the same way. If I could see Firefly cured of her illness, Kafka finally finding the heart she's looking for, and that girl reclaiming her future, then I'd be willing to pick up that level 999 cartridge too, even if it means becoming nothing but a shadow of the Dark Zone.
Don't. At the TV tower, you already severely overspent your time. Don't touch that thing again. Besides, why are you telling me this? You should tell them yourself.
Because just like you, I'm a total, stuck-up softie. Happy now?
Feel better?
No. Unless you give me a sincere apology and a proper goodbye, we're not settled.
Not settled. Is that right? Fair enough. Whether as Ying Xing or as Blade, my journey has reached its end. Before the final verdict, I should say a proper goodbye to my kin. Who's there?
I get it. It was a deliberate accident.
I knew you would come.
I met the legendary Graphia. She told me a way to enter the world in canvas. If we simply chant her name and release a Wisfei into the river, she'll come to ferry us.
A legend from 1,000 years ago. And she's actually still alive? It really makes sense. After all, you two are practically the same age. Knowing that gives me a bit more hope that you can actually make it back.
Then let's begin.